Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. This channel is all about paying down debt and living a debt-free lifestyle while saving up for things that you want in the future. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Bestie, you will not regret that. I promise you that. In today's video, we're going to be checking in for week 1 of January's budget. And I am so excited because besties, we are using my budget planner. I brought this out 2 months ago and I'm finally getting to use it and I am so excited. I spend a lot of time literally talking your ears off at the start of the video. So I am just going to go straight into it. So let's go ahead and start budgeting, besties. Okay, we are here in the stunning January setup of my calendar for my January budget. Obviously, the January budget is the page after, but we're here in the calendar. The thing I love about this booklet is my calendar might look slightly different to yours. You might have a Monday start, you might have a Thursday start, you might start your January budget from the 15th and move stuff around. I've seen so many versions of this. I love how you're all responding to it. But anyway, we are doing my version of the January calendar. We are checking in with my expense tracker stickers from the 1st all the way up to the 7th. So let's get started. On the 1st, rent came out and this was the first day of the year. So it's a lovely big expense of £550. TV license also came out and it was for £13.25. Gas and electric came out and it was under budget, it was £75.60. My car payment came out as well, it was £121.67. I've run out of space, so I'm going to put it over here. Council tax also came out and it was £175. And then I had unbudgeted spend, and it's been a while since I've done one of those, and it's been a while since I've done one that was so big, but it was McDonald's and it was £67.21. So we woke up around one of my brother's house on New Year's Day. We were all hungry for breakfast and I just went and I bought my family McDonald's for breakfast. There was like 9 of us. That's why it cost so much. I'm not going to feel bad about it because it was a lovely thing to do. It could have been any one of us that had bought it and it just wasn't budgeted. Like, it's okay. If you remember December's budget, I saved like 70 quid in my buffer, so I've just swallowed that immediately. So I'm a bit gutted that I spent that much money, but I'm not gutted what I spent it on. Like, it was a lovely thing to do and it was lovely. My brothers have asked to give me money for it. I'm like, don't be silly. Like, I'm quite comfortable with that spend. I'm just not going to do it again. Definitely not doing it again. The Monday, the 2nd, was a no spend. The Tuesday, the 3rd, was a no spend. On the 4th, I went to the co-op and used my spending money. I spent £13.30. I bought like soup and things like that for lunch. It's lovely. I also, in the evening, filled my car up with petrol and it was the £21 that I budgeted for. On the 5th, I paid for pet insurance. That came out. It was £15.92 as expected. So you notice that Jake and I still haven't been grocery shopping, and that is pure laziness. So on the Thursday, we bought Taco Bell for dinner and that came out of household money. It was £20. On the Friday, we still didn't go grocery shopping and we spent £50.50 from groceries money and we bought a takeaway. We had an Indian. We literally need to go grocery shopping. It's just laziness that's stopping us from doing it. And on the Saturday, we didn't go grocery shopping again and we had a no spend day. So this is an incredibly lazy week. However, other than that one spend, everything's accounted for. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna chalk that to like January jitters, New Year blues. I don't know what it was, but it was a bit of a car crash of a week, if you don't mind me saying, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check in, besties. Okay, I'm gonna start by filling in everything that we know. Okay, so for spending, we stuffed £24. That is because we pulled the 6 card from our Wild Card challenge. We had nothing left over because I moved the last 50p into groceries to account for an envelope that I wanted to stuff. And I ended up spending £13.30, which left me with £10.70 to roll over. For groceries, we stuffed 67, and while we didn't do actually any groceries shopping, we did spend from the grocery spot on a takeaway, which was £50.50, which leaves us, me and Jake, with £16.63. For petrol, we had nothing left over. I put these in the wrong columns, but we stuffed £21 and we spent £21, which leaves me with £0. For household, we didn't stuff anything, but we did have £40, which we stuffed at the start of the month. We did spend £20. It wasn't on household stuff, it was on Taco Bell. So really bad behaviours there, but we've got £20 left over, and what I'm going to try and do is in week 2 actually just spend it on household stuff that we need. We need like shampoo, things like that. And then obviously we entered the month with nothing unbudgeted. We don't stuff anything, but I did spend £67.21, which was a shame, but it's hard to not beat yourself up about it. So we're minus £67.21. So last week we entered the week with £41.13. We stuffed £112, but then we spent £172.01. And in terms of rollover, I'm rolling over £47.33, and that is spending, groceries, and household. Right, let's go ahead and check out the budget over here and make sure that we are on track, besties. So in terms of the budget, rent did come out, it was £550. Car did come out, it was £121.67, so slightly more than expected. TV license did come out and it was £13.25, so slightly under. Council tax was bob on at £175. Gas and electric was not £90, it was £75.60, which is annoying, and pet insurance was exactly as expected, £15.92. So in terms of next week, I think we've only got my phone bill coming out, but I do need to go and get cat food and I need to buy vaping stuff. I'm not going to put that unbudgeted amount that I spent this week, just in case there is more. I'm not anticipating there is to be any more, but I don't want to use like whiteout on here or anything. So yeah, most of the bills are already accounted for. So in terms of budget, we are looking good. So we do need to cash stuff for next week. Before that, let's go ahead and do the 26-week challenge. Okay, so I've already made my £2 envelope. I'm going to sign off this envelope here and then put my £2 into here. So I think I've saved £3 already, but it's only going to be tenner for the first 4 weeks anyway. So it's not like masses and masses of money, but you know, we'll have a bit of money by the end of it. Right, so that is that. I'm going to put this in this stunning box, not available in my Etsy store. So we've got the £1 and the £2 in there. We are golden. Okay, so here we are looking good. So we've got my normal binder with my sinking funds in, we've got my savings challenges, and we've got my daily to-go binder, which is pretty packed with coins at the moment, so that makes me even more happy in the fact that I've got zippers for everything. But anyway, let's start with groceries. So let me move everything over. So let's start with groceries. We give ourselves £70 a week, and I'm really going to try and make sure that I go and get groceries. So there's £70 here, 20, 40, 60, 70, and we should have 140 for the next 2 weeks. So 20, 40, no, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, exactly right. Okay, so before we stuff this money, let's go ahead and move over to our wildcard challenge that's available on my Etsy store. When you buy this challenge, you get this stunning suit of cards in the budget with Ira Rainbow. And what I'm doing is every single week, I'm going to be drawing a card at random and I'm going to save whatever that card says. So I'm counting ace as a 1. It goes all the way up to 10. Jack is going to be a 20 for me. Queen is going to be a 30 and king is going to be a 40. But the rules aren't written down. You could do this however you want. So let's go take a look at what card I'm going to be drawing this week. So in the back of this envelope, we've got 1 card left, and literally it is going to be a 6. I'm drawing a 6 this week, and that's what it is. That's the last one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join this card over to these ones, and I'm going to start it all over again next week. So we are going to be all at random, but this week it is definitely a 6, and I don't have any change whatsoever. So I'm going to grab a couple of 10s from somewhere. I've got £6 in here. Listen, I don't know why I'm confusing myself so much. I know there's £6 in here. No, there isn't. Hold on. Okay. Right, I'm gonna put £6 in there, then I'm gonna stuff all of this. So I think I got £1.50 odd. So that's gonna be a full £71. So listen, if I can't go grocery shopping with this, I don't know what's wrong with me. So that is that there. Let's put the £6 into the wildcard challenge. And then we are ready to start again next week. I do get myself confused quite easily. But anyway, let's move on. So next is going to be petrol. So petrol works similarly to the previous one. However, I give myself £30 a week and then I should be left with 60. So 10, 20, 40, 60. That's going back for the next 2 weeks of the month. My petrol envelope here is empty, but before we stuff that, let's move over to my pastel dice challenge that's available on my Etsy store. When you buy this challenge, you get a stunning pastel dice. There are loads of different colors to choose from, but I've got a pink one and it's a beaut. And what I'm doing is every single week, I'm going to be rolling this dice and whatever it lands on, I will save. I've got a little tracker on the back and I have rolled all the 9s and all the 5s. So it really doesn't matter what I roll because it's always pretty much enough petrol. So let's go ahead and roll. If I do roll a 9 or a 5, I need to re-roll it because last week I did roll a 9 and I had to mark off an 8 because I'm a dum-dum. So, oh, that's gone off camera, I think, but it's a 3. So have I got £7 in here? Yes, I do. So let's take out 7 and put that 10 in. And then I've got £27 for next week. That's quite a lot of petrol, considering all I do is drive to the post office. But I think I have got a bit of driving to do this week. I think I'm driving to Portsmouth this weekend. So cool, that's that done. Next, let's move over to spending. I know I've got money there. So let's go, and spending is the same amount of money as petrol. So I'll give myself £30 for the week and then I should be left with 60, which is 10, 20, 40, 60. That's going in for the next 2 weeks. And before we stuff that, let's roll over to my 20-sided dice challenge that's available on my Etsy store. Now, when you buy this challenge, you get a 20-sided dice, which is a beaut, and it works the same as the 10-sided dice. However, you could be rolling a 20, which has really scuppered me some weeks, and it has been tough. So whatever I roll, I will take away from my spending and I will save. And as you can see, we've already saved up over half of the money in there. On the back, I have already rolled all of the 20s, 15s, 10s, and 9s. So if I get any of those numbers, I need to re-roll. But let's go ahead and roll this. I'm sorry, I can hear construction in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear that. 9. I am pretty sure I've done all the 9s. I have. Let's re-roll, besties. 15. Okay, this has never happened before, but I feel like it's going to be a lot more common, like, in the future. That's another 9. What are the chances? Okay, that's gone off screen. 4. Right, it's a 4. I know I can do a 4. Yes, we've got 4. So let me take... What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 5 in and take a £1 out, because that's good for change, I guess. So that's a 4. Let's move this. And then that means I'm adding £16. No, yeah, I am adding £16 because I took 5 out. Ignore me. Get very confused these days. Okay, that is done. I've got a lot of money for spending. So let's get rid of this stuff. And thank you so much for being here with me this week. I will see you again really, really soon. Hi guys, non-bypass. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I am kind of nervous, and I guess I talked about it a lot in the video about how I overspent and how that's really, really not like me, and I'm a bit disappointed in myself and stuff like that. But I mean, it happens, and it happens to all of us. So I need to sort of give myself grace and let myself get over it. Am I gonna be able to pay that back? Maybe not, because I'm saving at such an accelerated rate. However, if you remember from December's budget, I had like a £70 buffer anyway. So all I'm doing is eroding that, which is not something that I necessarily want to do, but it's done now. So it's done. let me live my life. But we are at the end of today's video, so thank you so much for getting to this point. I do want to make these videos snappy, so I am gonna go. But before I do go, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who supports me, but an extra special thank you to all the patrons, because you guys are keeping the lights on. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. Live, laugh, love, besties. So that is me going. Until I see you next time, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, bestie. Bye-bye.